closed. Jesus. Why is it advertising to me as soon as I open my chat window? That's so weird. Why? I'm in the middle of a YouTube. Hello, my friends. Welcome. It is close to 6 p.m. on a Thursday. What time is it exactly? This is the time that it is exactly. 6:10, February 19, 2026. We are going to explore a new playlist today. So if you're interested in discovering new music, that's why I'm on live. If you're going to be an audiophile and say that Spotify sucks, then maybe just look for the song titles and then listen to it on your own system. I use Spotify because it's super, super easy and reliable for me to do any kind of showcasing with my iPad. And then if I want to listen to the music more, then I upload it on Qobuz and stuff like that later on. Hello, Mirage. How are you doing today? Welcome. This is going to be an interesting playlist. There's a lot of new songs in here. I think there's about 50 tracks, so I'm going to have to go through it pretty quickly. So we're going to get to the kinds of music that it is. I'm assuming that it's live people playing this music. There's no indication that it's AI music at all. We are going to be listening to the music on the DMP A8, so let's just tune it up. Let me see if I can play it from here. I don't know that it's going to be copyright or not. Essentially because the quality of the stream is not going to be as good as normal microphones. I probably should be using my other mics for this. But we're going to just get through it in terms of like the song titles and how to find it, and then by your eyes that you've probably been crying forever. I don't want talk about it. That's such a weird title. Could be AI. Why should not have shoes on? The whole thing could be AI for all I know. Don't mean nothing to you. So let's just throw caution to the wind and say that it might be AI, because the whole album is it's listed like this. It does show someone by the name, like a producer name, drums, main artist. But yeah, I have no idea. I'm only playing it because I found it online, like basically like this. And I have no idea what it is. So we're going to go through some of the songs and just see kind of like what it presents. And then we'll make our mind up afterwards. And I mean, I'm questioning the idea of some of the stuff taking over, right? Without being told, right? It's computers took over for typewriters. Computers took over for people who were calculating by hand, right? It was inevitable that changes were going to come. It doesn't really sound like produced music, but then I don't know. I'm just looking to see what kinds of things it's going to produce. Some of it could be interesting, some of it could be completely boring. But that's why we're discovering it online like this. I just want to find out. From my first listening impressions though, it doesn't, hard to tell. It actually sounds pretty good. Now I can't tell 100% whether that's it's better quality than I would think AI can do, honestly. So this sounds real. Then again, there's a lot of levels to this stuff, so that one's not bad. Nice to meet you too. Follow, yes, Rick Beato's amazing. He has a new video out today. It says I'm sick. Yeah, I've seen it. Not seen the whole video, but I've seen it advertised. So I definitely want to watch Rick's video. And he's right. He's got a point. I don't mean to advertise for it and say that it's a worthy substitute for a lot of things. I think that just like using Photoshop tools for photography, and it's pretty much standard now, right? Everybody accepts the fact that almost all the photos that we accept, like in wedding photography, in news media, it's all touched up by Photoshop. We've come to accept the fact that computer programs have been used to modify and make almost everything. Right? So we have come to accept the fact that computer aided, right? CNC machines, a lot of the tools and voiceover stuff that's online, a lot of automated phone call services, email types of things make, it's automated processes. And essentially what's going on is the word AI has taken over for automated rendering services, and that's really what we're competing against. They've gotten so good that instead of taking a photo, they can generate a photo from the mass amounts of data that's online. Now, I don't want it to take over for people, but the thing is, we have to come to terms with the technology development. Cars now are smarter than ever, smart features in your phone, in your TV, in your fridge. We buy these things still, and the fact that we kept buying it means that it emboldened companies to keep pushing smarter and smarter rendering softwares, to the point now where, I mean, like, listen, I honestly don't think that this is generated by AI. I think this is a production company that's gone and done their work. This is really good. This track is actually pretty awesome. It's really, really, really cool. Now, again, I'm scrolling through it because I'm curious what it's going to come up with. It's advertised as a production company, and I have no idea whether, I don't know how to verify if it's real or not. So I'm just scrolling through it to see kind of what's on the list. If you want to analyze it yourself, then by all means, this is the playlist. I have no idea if, I don't know if Audiophile NBR music is available anywhere else. You can have a listen and check it out. Tomorrow we will be doing Release Radar, so it'll be all genuine music, genuine artists. Last week we had a lot of fun, so I'm hoping to do that. Also, I want to have a discussion later on about a new format for the music reviews. Instead of playing them online like this, which normally gets me copyright, like demonetized or blocked or muted or whatever, I want to do a slightly different format so that I can still talk about the music and my impressions of it, but I don't want to, it might not be live, and it'll be in a video format so that I'm listening ahead of the video and then showcasing the song basically like this. I'll show this part of it and then give my description of the music. And then if you want to listen to it, then you can look it up on your own time and listen to it on your own system and then compare what you think versus what I was saying about your own impression. And then in each of my videos, I'm going to be talking about the gear that I have subjectively and can compare if you hear similar things that I heard in the music. I think maybe that would be cool. Again, that's this song. So we can see a theme here. There's an album cover and I mean, does everybody remember that the Johnny Cash songs? Hurt, not Hurt. Or Ring of Fire that came out a while ago, and people were talking about it being like AI voice emulated, and it was hard to tell. And this was 2 years ago, before the software got really good. Telling me stories. So I don't know what people are using out there, but I wish there was a way that all of this stuff could get like a regulation that would notify you if something was rendered or authentic. The same way we do with foods, like FDA approved, that kind of thing. I think I heard this track before. Yeah, I've heard this track before. So that's not bad for production-wise. Incredible sound. Yeah, this playlist, again, for anybody who's tuning in, I'm just scrolling through the list here for whatever kinds of things come up, and there's the name of the song. So at any point, if you want to check it out yourself. Almost Friday. Hang in there, everyone. I did think about doing the Discovery Weekly playlist. This playlist that I normally play, and we scroll through it, but I listened to it this week. It's all easy listening, boring music, so that's why we're doing this playlist instead. It's pretty good sounding. All right, let's see what else is in here. Well, that's not a provocative title. Jeez. It's very soothing, this one. I think part of my curiosity with and being exposed to more of this music is like anything else in the world, where the more you're exposed to it, the more you can analyze and like spot it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like the difference between listening to MP3 and lossless, right? The more you get used to MP3 and lossless music, you can tell which one is which. And I think in my case, I'm interested in listening to how this music gets made and how it sounds, so that I can be better at identifying what's real from what's fake. If I don't practice and I don't get used to listening to like AI production, and I don't get used to watching AI videos, in the future I will have no basis of comparison, and then I will be fooled much easier. And the one thing that I can say about what I'm hearing in the vocals is the vocals in the production is almost always very grainy. It's got this like nasty shimmering to it in the background. Mirage is saying, I never listened to jazz a few years ago and now I enjoy it. And that's another thing, the types of music we can come across, and maybe at first it doesn't stick, and then later on, same thing. Like maybe 10 years ago I would have never listened to it, but now I love it. And with this music, the way that AI and generative softwares have pushed their way into our lives, it's definitely coming, and people are using it all over the place. So it's the kind of change that I want to be ready for. I don't want to hate it because of principle, and I don't want to be unaware of what it's capable of, because in the future you'll be easily fooled by it. So it's better to be aware of what it's like than completely unaware and not know how it's improving. It's used almost all over the place, and it's getting incredibly convincing, especially to those who don't know how good it can be. You've got to be able to say, like, oh, this is real, this is obviously fake, and this is why it's fake. But it's the same thing like watching the news. Real people are lying to you in the news all the time. How can you tell they're lying to you? It's like if you don't get exposed to what the truth is, you would never know people are lying. And it's the same thing with AI. I don't plan on getting caught with my pants down while AI is running amok. I want to know what it sounds like. So if this playlist happens to be all fake, then I'm listening to the production values so that I know what's actually going on. And so far, it's pretty convincing, I've got to say. Pretty wide selection of music, mostly, I mean, it is an audiophile playlist, so it's not going to be too wild. That's most audiophile stuff anyways. It's very easy to listen to. Few instruments, a voice, very spaced out notes. It's very relaxed. You don't hear a lot of audiophiles show up and be like, yeah, can I hear Motorhead? They're not. Usually audiophile groups are not listening to aggressive metal. Some of them are, but most are not. Most of it is like this. It's very easy listening, smooth voice. So this is obviously a cover album that they did, but it's got something grainy on the voice. I can't. It's like an artificial air. Sounds weird. So it's not bad, but I don't know that it's for real. Tiger Dance, more drums. And because there's 50 tracks in here, I'm just going to try to skip through. There's still a lot. I might not get through all of this. Some of this actually sounds pretty good. That's this one. What gives it away to me is the echo and the reverb in the music. That's typically hard to reproduce. Also, like, some musicians will know how difficult note changes are, and some of them that it might program could be impossible. That would be something to listen for. The other thing that I notice with a lot of the music like this is there's certain elements in the production that change, like the level, the dynamics, the mic, the air on the microphones. Some things like that change in the background, and it doesn't sound natural anymore. It does sound artificial in that sense. So I'm also getting used to what that sounds like. I did make a couple of tunes and wrote or rather programmed a couple of tunes on the computer, and those sound pretty cool, but they're not great. And doing it myself and having certain expectations, I realized how lacking the quality is. The production's inconsistent, the songs get worse over time. It starts okay, but at the ending it changes. It's very interesting. So this is all cover tunes on this playlist. Not really sure what to make of it yet. I mean, and Spotify's full of stuff that could be AI, so that's why I'm paying attention to it, trying to analyze it, and just train my ears to pick up on what is wrong with the music. But it's hard to tell. Oh, so I typed in your list and title and it's there, but only 6 tracks, and was done June 28th, 25, and there are related albums, or see ones you're playing, so I don't think this is AI. Multiple platforms. I mean, definitely it's easier on Spotify to get away with it because we know that they have this stuff, but this as a production album, so like there's the credit, there's multiple albums there, there's this one, they have a production company named here, there are names there, so it's, you know what I mean, like there are notes. I want to give it credit where it's due, right? And that's why I'm analyzing it. I don't want to just write it off. And it's so easy to say, oh, that's fake, right? Like more now than ever. But that's... But her voice is very grainy, so I don't know. Ooh, that's nice. Nice bass. It's interesting music, I gotta say that. I can't tell for sure if it is AI or not, and that's more than enough sampling. So that's the production name again for those who are tuning in. Audiophile NBR Music is the production company that has done this. So that's the main artist, so it's kind of hard to tell. So it could be one person, and that looks like a Korean last name. If you're curious, that is what it is. I'm going to go back to playing my actual copyright-free music in the background. We'll just have a discussion. Try and see what we like, what we don't like in it. And for sure, I need to catch up on Rick's channel. I know that Rick Beato's, he's amazing. As a musician, as a content creator, as a person who basically dedicates his content to celebrating people doing real music, playing real instruments. He brings on all kinds of singers, drummers, bassists, interviews bands. He talks about how the music was written. So I love Rick. I love what Rick is doing. He has a great channel of content, so I'm definitely going to watch that video afterwards. Again, like I said, I mean, the reason why I wanted to turn to this playlist today is, one, I was curious, but also two, if I'm not catching up with and I'm not keeping up with the production level, quality, and sound of what AI is capable of being, I won't know how to identify it in the world and call it out for being fake. So there's a reason why I want to listen to it and get myself used to it, so I know when to call bullshit. Same reason why you read history and you read books and you read texts and you analyze society. You don't want to be run for a fool by people who are trying to manipulate you and run propaganda in your face. Like Pam Bondi did in Congress. Like, oh, look, the NASDAQ, whatever, is at 50,000. S&P's at 50. Shut up, man. Just tell us the truth. I'm just saying, if you are not familiar with what the truth is or how to get to the truth, and you don't critically think using your intelligence and experience, anybody can fool you about anything. And that's the reason why I want to train myself. I want to hear what it's like. I want to hear what it's capable of. You have to have solid, knowledgeable, experiential basis to compare something new versus what's established. Science does this. Science is self-critical, and it has a method for studying things. Philosophy is the same thing of mind and ideas. I studied both in school. It's mostly why I'm fascinated with the whole concept of audio and in general trying things out, you know. Some good news. I'm pretty sure the Black Ocean audio speakers are closer to completion. Got to reply to Nick here. Yeah, so the Black Ocean audio speakers should be another couple of, I'm going to say months, because here's the thing. I didn't really talk about this and nobody really asked. So I did purchase Black Ocean audio speakers. They are amazing. And I will be getting delivery of them, but later in the year. And the reason why I'm getting them later in the year rather than right away is because I'm sending them to another person first. So I've purchased them. They're getting built to the way I want them, but according to standard builds. Then I'm sending them to someone else to hear first, and then they're going to send them up to me. You can probably run some guesses who I'm sending them to first. There's a few people I would have loved to send them to, but I don't think they are all going to be on board with trying them out, listening to them like a new brand and a bespoke brand and whatnot. But I'm super excited. I'm really dying to hear these speakers. I mean, if I can get, let me see if I can call up some photos of them so I can share with everybody. The ones that were planned for delivery. Let me see. Essentially, that's going to be with a couple of modifications, but that's what should be on the way in the next couple of months. And they are going to be my new speaker, essentially going forward. Hold on, I'll flip the phone around for a second so you guys can see it. And thank you to everybody that's tuned in to watch. This is the brand, the name, the series. So they should be on the way into the middle of the year. It all depends on how long the other listener, creator, whatever you want to call, spends time with them. And then once they're finished, then they will send them up to me, and then they will be in my system permanently. So I'm super, super excited about that. It's been quite a while. Long time coming. I'm so excited about the summer too. I have some other things planned for the summer. And I don't know if I want to share just yet. So I probably won't. I won't share the other plans yet, but Montreal Audio Fest are confirmed. At my Expona Media Pass, the Airbnb, I just got to buy the plane tickets, so Expona is on the list. I didn't get any contracts, so Montreal, there's nobody hired me for anything. It's except, PMA Magazine and the event itself. I'll be doing photographs for them and for myself. New formats for me, I guess. I'll find out when I get there if anybody wants anything. Most likely after the fact. As soon as I start to do any work, then people are like, "Oh, can you do this? Can you do that?" And it's all last minute, so you have to be able to navigate, right? If people are interested in something when you're there, then you have to be quick on your feet and just accommodate whenever you want. I mean, if you want to get paid and have contracts, that's what you got to do. So Expona, the same thing. Money's going up front. I'm going to get myself there, and then afterwards, I'm going to try and find out, like what's possible. No other way around it, really. But, I mean, it should be fun. So I'm planning on doing tours of the whole show. So that means a walkthrough of as much as I can film, have a camera, so every floor. So like, I'll do Montreal first. Montreal has essentially like a square hotel with a courtyard in the middle. And what I like to do is tour the upstairs floor, then a downstairs floor. So it should be broken into probably 4 videos. I'll do around the top floor, around the bottom floor, and then one side of the downstairs, and then the other side of the downstairs. So I'll do 4 videos this year as a tour, and then I will do individual rooms for clips and interviews and new product feature, and then a video at the end to showcase like my thoughts on everything and that kind of stuff. Mirage is saying Stable 33333 will be at Montreal show. I think they will be unveiling something very special. I follow him. I have him on my Facebook and Instagram, and I follow all the accounts and all that stuff. So definitely there. But also, Artist Cloner is going to also have something interesting at the show. They always have something interesting. Playback Distribution is also going to have a big display for Montreal. They're probably going to bring some new stuff. So everything is really exciting. True Voice of Reason, what's up? Say, hey, just got dinner, French onion soup and pepperoni pizza. Oh my God, man. I'm trying to lose weight over here. It's working. I'm down about 6 pounds in 1 week. Don't ask me. It's just eating less and at certain times of day, plus walking through the snow lately is, making me work a little bit harder. So changing my snack habits, changing my diet in general, and then staying on top of like not having to eat constantly is actually dropping my weight in a good way. I can't say I feel better yet. But I am that's on the way towards feeling better. So it's the best I can do, less salt, less snacks, less processed food, better foods on a regular basis, better diet balance. It's stabilizing a lot better. So thank God for that. That means good things. That means less work, less missed time at work, more stable at home. I can start to feel better about other things that are going on. That'll be the first step in a few. The next thing that I got to try and figure out is once the diet is stabilized and it's a habit I can keep, then I need to either get to a gym or start working out at home. And then both of those things combined by the time summer comes around should be much, much better. And then we'll see what happens with my shoulder still. I have an MRI scheduled for June. It's so far away. I mean, Canadian healthcare system. That is what it is. I can't force it. Yeah, so I think that's all of my updates. That's the playlist. No sense in keeping everybody around. True Voice of Reason, enjoy your dinner. Mirage Bryson, thank you for being here, sharing your thoughts about AI and music. And I agree, it's a big problem. I think that it should be regulated. I think that it should be banned from reproducing people's likeness without permission. That should be completely not acceptable. Um, Style of work should also be banned because then it infringes on copyright and influential stuff like that. It's a big problem. Um, from music writing as a personal tool, I think that it's okay as a personal tool, but I don't think it should be commercialized. Honestly, I don't think people should be able to be making money with AI content. It's okay as a writing tool, and if you have a guitar, then you can play along with it. You can use it to make your own music and then learn how to play it yourself. That would be okay. But I don't think that going long term, it's hard to say. Not copying somebody else's material. If it's a unique style, it doesn't exist before, it's doing like, CGI rendered things in movies is totally okay, and that's fine. Those render tools are very useful, and you can monetize that. But there's a fine line between creating something new and authentic and recreating a style that already exists. You know what I mean? If people like, Bruce Willis and others have maybe signed away their likeness to be used in movie content, that's fair. It's been signed away, then it's legal, then the studios have already gotten permission to do that, then that's okay. But I think that in a lot of other areas, it's very gray right now. So, I mean, like I said, we all accepted Photoshop for doing what it does, and it's using generative AI tools in order to make photos look more realistic, better, enhanced, whatever the case may be. We kind of open the door for smarter tools like AI in language and in visuals and in video and in photos. We kind of open the door for that by buying into and saying yes to Photoshop, saying yes to Lightroom, saying yes to all these other technologies, smart cars for identifying traffic, backup cameras for identifying certain things like distances. All of that technology got built into better and better software. Now it's pretty much in everything. Your fridge can calculate your grocery list. Some fridges will just order the stuff for you and it shows up at your door like, oh, you're out of eggs. You eat this many eggs a day. Now the fridge can order the eggs for you. I don't know. Jimmy White TV .5107. His very intelligent question for the first time ever seeing him on my live chat said, would you say yes to farting in someone's mouth? Jimmy White. I hope that's your real name. And if your account has anything to do with who you really are, God, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. I know. I'm going to pick up my phone today and I'm going to look at what's online. And I'm going to say the most ridiculous thing possible because I'm a narcissist and I love to get attention when I'm online talking to strangers. Jimmy White. Jimmy White TV. Jesus. I would be embarrassed by that if I were you. Unbelievable. Well, I think that's about wraps it up. I think I'm going to get out of here. Pixel Castle, what's going on, my man? Save the day. Jimmy is going to get banned because I don't give a shit. That's why. Yeah, there we go. How about that? Sounds like that. Sounds like that's from Click. Is that a movie? I don't know. Anyways, it's ridiculous. I have no patience for stuff like that. They just got in at end to say, oh yeah, just got in at the end to say hello. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm only at 40 minutes, so I mean, you're not that far off. I've already said my piece. I've pretty much talked about whatever I need to talk about. So we are going to call it quits for now. Come back tomorrow. We're going to do Release Radar. It's just not updated today. It gets released on Fridays. So yeah, come back tomorrow. Roughly the same time. I'm going to keep it to about 6 o'clock. I'm going to do some music. And then I might change the format over the weekend. I don't know what's going on. I have no plans for the weekend. I was thinking about going out on Saturday for a comedy show. I just don't want to spend $50 and travel halfway across the city in the snow. Yeah, I know it sucks. I'm a wuss. Really funny comedian. She is stunningly pretty and beautiful, but I don't think that I'm going to allow myself that stimulus to spend $50 and travel across the city. Maybe next time. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. To anybody else, welcome to the channel. Stick around if you want to see more. I've explained pretty much what I'm about here. All kinds of previous videos, maybe 200, 300 other videos. Adam Sandler has a remote that does things in real... Yes. Click, I know, but is that a quote from the movie, or is that just someone on here being dumb? I'll look it up later. And I mean, they're only muted for 24 hours, so after 24 hours or whatever, they want to come back and say something more sensible, then I'm all for it. It's just, come on. Anyways, take care, guys. Have a great evening. As always, I'm going to play 1 minute of outro music, and then that'll be it. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Enjoy yourselves. Go eat some ice cream. I know that it's winter, but still do it. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Oh, that's hilarious. I need to see that movie, that clip. I mean, in context, it's hilarious. All right, everyone. See you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out.